So I hatch and sell chicks, and one of the questions I get more often than not is how often do I clean out my brooders? And that varies. It kind of depends on how many chicks I have in the brooder and what age they are as well. But my brooders never go more than 2 days without being cleaned out. When my chicks are the age of what these are in here, I clean their brooders out daily. So you can see how soiled these pine shavings are just after 1 day of being in this brooder. When I clean brooders out, I always top off their feeders because these babies have gone through the feed over the last day, and I will thoroughly clean their water and refill it. When chicks are this size, I clean their waters twice a day because they like to rake around and they get pine shavings all in their water. And when they are smaller, I only have to clean the waters once a day. But that's just my personal preference. I like for my chicks to have very clean water. Alright, so I have removed the water and the feeder from this brooder. And now it is time to get these pine shavings out. To get the pine shavings out, I use a feed scoop and a putty knife. Actually, it works very, very well. It makes it almost like a dustpan to pick it up. So you will just scrape your pine shavings into there and scoop them out to be able to put new ones in. Alright, so all the soiled pine shavings have been removed, and it is time to put in new pine shavings. When putting in new pine shavings, I don't use a ton of them. I use just enough to cover the bottom because I know in 24 hours I will be removing all of those and putting fresh ones in again. It helps cut down on the amount that I'm spending on pine shavings, and they don't really need a ton of pine shavings in that brooder. All they're going to do is scratch them around. The more I put in there, the more they're going to get into their water. Alright, new pine shavings are in. I've returned the bricks that I used to set my waters and feeders on to keep them off the ground and help keep them a little cleaner back into the brooder. And you can see how much cleaner this looks now compared to what it looked before I pulled the dirty ones out. So now we've got a full feeder, full water that has been scrubbed with a brush even, and clean pine shavings, as in you can tell they are already scratching around. So it won't be 5-10 minutes before we've got pine shavings in the water, so that's why I will change it again at the end of the day. Some people change their water more often. Some people don't change their water. I think that chickens' health start with having nice clean food and clean water. It gives them a good start in life. It just helps their overall health. But that is how you clean a brooder.